Hey there guys, Riverter coming at you again with another hot take from a boomer. So a couple of days ago, I did a story on a Twitch streamer and YouTuber named InVaderVie. Now InVaderVie made the circuit here over the last few days because of a clip from one of her streams that went viral. And in that clip, she talks about how if you are watching her, that you should be subscribing, and it really didn't matter if you had money or not. And so but I'm not going to go into all that again. If you want to take a look at that video, there's going to be a little tab up here. You click on that and you can go watch that and then come back here or whatever. Okay, but anyway, she has come out with an apology video. Okay, and in this apology video, it's probably one of the best written apology videos I've ever seen. I kid you not. I mean, I've been following U.S. politics for probably right about, I'm going to say 20 years, okay? Right about 20 years. And this is some next level stuff here, okay? I've seen apologies from YouTubers, stuff all over the place. And, you know, most of them, most of the times are laughable, and they're just hot takes of garbage. But hers is well written. She articulates very well in there. She tries to do her best to distance herself from that clip, saying how that's not how what she truly feels, what she truly believes. I'm going to show some clips that contradicts what she says there.
You're here right now because you've seen a clip of me, and you're very angry about what I said in that clip. And you're justified in your anger. What I said was tone deaf, insensitive, and stupid. And I recognize that. I recognize that there is no context that I can give that would excuse what I said, so I won't. I can only own what I said, and I will. The clip that you saw does not represent my true feelings. I've streamed for hundreds of hours, and I've said, support communities after you support yourself first. Subscribe if you have the disposable income to do so. But in that clip, I expressed opinions that I do not hold at all. I said things that I don't mean, and they were vile. I recognize that.
In this next clip, we're going to see that this was not just the exception, okay? But we're going to see this is more in line with the rule for her, okay? This is more in line with what we've seen in the original clip that went viral. That was not an isolated deal, okay? That was, I feel like, is more in line with what she truly believes, okay, in her outlook. And here's the thing, right? I'm fine with that. Honestly and truthfully, I am, okay? If she feels that way, that's fine. If she believes that through manipulation and control that she can garner subs, then hey, fine. That's your game, sister. Hustle it, work it, fine. The problem is now that there's stuff out there that's contradicting what you're saying, and so now you're caught. So which is the truth, right? Is the hot take from the original clip that went viral, is that really you? Is the apology video really you? Or is this clip here I'm fixing to show you really you?
She just made a comment that if you don't make enough money to sub, you should be working and not watching Twitch. Yeah. Yeah. If you can't afford $5, but you have ample time to watch Twitch, I think you need to reevaluate your financial priorities. It's just advice. It's just how I've dealt with my money. There are very, very few streamers who are going to be like, you're dead broke and you're unemployed and that suits me just fine. Watch my channel for free as much as you want. Most people who stream ask for subs. Actually, every single streamer asks for subs. All of them do. Literally all of them do. But it's okay. A group of very pathetic little boys love to shame specifically women for this. So thank you for identifying yourselves. It's nice to see your little naked bottoms so exposed by your actions. But literally none of the men in chat heard anything that I said in that conversation and felt like they needed to take it personally. None of the men did. All of the little boys did. And then they like typed really furiously. I love when they target women when I see that every male streamer asks for subs too.
Okay, so let's discuss that clip. That clip came from a stream that was 4 days after the one that went viral. Okay, so as you can see, this was not a deal where this was just an isolated event, right? That clip clearly shows that this is something that is deeply rooted in her belief system. And again, it's okay. I really don't have a problem with her shrilling for subs. I don't have a problem with her using her attributes to get subs. All right. What I do have a problem with is that she tries to discredit, to dismantle the argument that people were expressing in her stream that day, that because she, her asking for subs, and chastising her about, well, they're just little kids, they're just little boys, and only little boys do that, and so they expose their little bare bottoms for her. Okay, well, look, I'm not a little boy. All right. She also went on to make a statement. There was one of her followers there made a comment in the chat that male YouTubers do it as well, or streamers do it as well, and she's right. There are male streamers that do it, but she also makes a statement that all streamers do it, and that's not true, because I stream and I've never asked anyone for a sub. Now, I've asked for them to follow my streams, but I've never asked for a sub, because I feel like, if what I am doing, if the content that I'm making is worth watching, then they are subbing, then they'll sub to it. If all they want to do is just watch it, well, then I'm okay with that too. I understand that everything that you do has a value. And what I value it as and what you value it as, well, that's not always the same thing, right?
He invited me to England this weekend. Twice. And then he got really upset when I said no, because I can't I can't just leave my cat and my dog and everything. And also, I feel like there might have been a little bit, there might have just been a little bit of an obligation that if a guy pays for you to take a transatlantic flight, you kind of have to at least suck his dick in the airport parking lot. And is it worth it? You have to. No matter what else you do, you have to. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. I'm talking about in a video game.
It's a tale as old as time. Certain people who have a modicum of charisma and certain physical attributes that make them a little bit more noticeable in a crowd sometimes will use those things to exploit people around them. They use it to exploit it for notoriety. They use it to exploit it for monetary gain. And I don't think this young lady's any different. I mean, in the clip you see her, she clearly talks about how that she had somebody who was willing to offer her a transatlantic flight. But she says, you kind of have to pay a price, if you will, right? And she wasn't for sure, was it worth it? Was it worth it? And then, realizing what she was discussing, she quickly throws, in a video game, to try to stay in compliance with Twitch's terms of service. Because what she was discussing, guys, was quid pro quo. Or if you do this for me, I will do this physical act for you. Okay? Now, in the world that I grew up in, if a person exchanges some sort of tangible item, such as monetary or a trip or something like that, for a sexual act, we had a name for that. It was called prostitution. Yeah. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to close out. Listen, I hope you guys staying safe. Take care. And until the next one, I'll see you then.